Welcome to the Baseface Network.
Hi, I am Divya Prabha Balakrishnan, MC 24032716. Today I am going to present my part in this final project. This project authorized to Malaysian Document Standard Curriculum Tanpa Taksiran, that is Dskp for Kssm Form 3 in Science subject. First, in this project, analyze the curriculum with the Tyler Curriculum Development Model. Then next, discuss the foundation that related with this curriculum development. This project ended with some suggestion to improve this curriculum. Next, I am going to present the introduction. Education is a learning process of gain our skills and knowledge that help to shape our life. It is very important for all of us. In that education, curriculum can be a guide to the educator in their teaching and also provide expectations and objectives in student learning. Next, the purpose of this project is to analyze Malaysia Document Standard Curriculum dan Pentaksiran, that is DSKP, for KSSM Form 3 in Science subject with the Tyler Curriculum Development Model. Secondly, the scope of this project is that analysis the curriculum that in 4 parts, which are objectives, the learning experience, the organization of learning experience, and the assessment and evaluation. Discussion of foundation in this curriculum development. It's not including how the educators and learners think and experience. The methodology of this project is the system of the curriculum document by Tyler Curriculum Development Model. Last but not least, Dskp for KSSM Form 3 in Science subject, created to students improve their thinking skills in high level and be able to apply science knowledge and make decisions and solve their problems that come into their real life. In elective science subjects, it will entitle and improve students' knowledge and skills things that to be able to continue their higher level of studies while continuing lifelong learning. This DSKP provides a Tyler Curriculum Development Model in 4 elements that are objectives, learning experience, the organization of learning experience, and assessment and evaluation. Thank you.
The education objective of science is to cultivate a deep understanding of the natural world through observation, experiment, and critical analysis that enable individuals to make decisions, solve complex problems, and contribute to social advancement. This involves learning about scientific ideas and developing the skills necessary to engage in scientific inquiry, such as forming hypotheses, designing and conducting experiment, analyzing data, and drawing evidence based on conclusions. Additionally, science education aims to promote understanding for the role of science in addressing global challenges, promoting curiosity, creativity, and lifelong passion for learning. One of the main goals of science education is to show the interplay of many scientific fields and their applicant to real-world problems. This involves teaching students how to apply knowledge from biology, chemistry, physics, and earth science to understand the complex phenomena and face multiple concerns such as the climate change, healthcare, and advance in technology. And now let's take a look into the learning objective of science education. Science education seeks to help students recognize the impact of scientific advancement on technologies, the environment, health, and society at large, encouraging them to consider ethical implications and contribute to discussion on how science and technologies can address global challenges and improve quality of life. Moreover, students will learn about scientific methods, the iterative nature of scientific research, and how scientific knowledge is developed, recognized, and used together, giving students an understanding on how science works as a human effort. Science education aims to cultivate students' ability to ask questions, come up with theories, organize and carry out experiments, analyze data, and make supported evidence result, all while developing critical thinking and problem-solving abilities necessary for scientific studies. Last but not least, students will also truly understand fundamental scientific concepts and principles across various disciplines, enabling them to apply this knowledge to interpret through the natural world, make decisions, and engage in discussion about scientific issues and innovations. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Beverly Angel Boris. Today we will explore how structuring content and using variant assessment in the Form 3 Science curriculum can enrich students' learning experience. First and foremost, according to Tyler's model, organizing learning experience involves arranging content and facilitate effective learning. The Dskp Form 3 Science curriculum is simplified by the strategically sequencing topic, ensuring a smooth transition from basic to advanced concept. As an example, here is the weekly background. We start with matter, covering the structure of atoms and the periodic table. This foundation is crucial for understanding more complex topics like chemical reactions and acids and bases. This progression helps students connect new information to what they already know, enhancing comprehensions and retentions of scientific principles. Moving on to assessment and evaluation, Tyler emphasized that evaluation should determine whether educational objectives are achieved and how effectively the curriculum meets students' needs. The Dskp Form 3 Science curriculum uses various assessment methods aligned with Tyler's principles. Moreover, formative assessment, conducted regularly, provide ongoing feedback. Quizzes, assignments, and in-class activities help identify areas needing additional support. For example, weekly quizzes gauge student understanding and address misconceptions promptly. Furthermore, summative assessments evaluate cumulative knowledge and skills at the end of an instructional period. In the Dskp Form 3 Science curriculum, this includes midterm exams and final projects to ensuring students are well prepared for future academic challenges. In addition, diagnostic assessment determines students' prior knowledge and identify misconceptions before starting new topics. Pre-tests help teachers tailor instruction to meet student needs, providing a strong foundation for new material. Finally, reflective assessment encourages students to think critically about their learning experience. Tools like learning logs and self-assessment checklists help students develop self-awareness and take ownership of their learning, promoting continuous improvement and deeper understanding. I hope this insight empower you to enhance teaching and assessment in Form 3 Science. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Kssm. Now I present about the foundations of the curriculum. The first one is the theory of constructivism. For example, in our science curriculum, we have students on run experience plant growth by observing and recording the growth of plants under the different conditions. They gain valuable insights into biology. This hands-on experience not only makes learning more enjoyable but also helps students retain information better. The next is we have the theory behavioralism. This theory focuses on observable actions and implies the importance of reinforced result and repetition in learning. In other words, it's about practicing until you get it right and rewarding progress along the way. In our classroom, we implement this by giving frequent quizzes and hands-on tests. This assessment helps reinforcement the material and allows students to apply that what they have learned in a practical setting. The use of rewards such as praise or small incentive can also motivate students to keep improving. The third theory is the theory of the cognitive development. This theory suggests the students learn best when the curriculum is aligned with their cognitive development stages. As students grow, their ability to understand complex increase. For instance, the teaching periodic table, we start with the basic concept and slowly build up more advanced topic. This approach ensures that students are not overwhelmed and grasp the material at their own pace. Now I present about the philosophy integration. The first one is realism, which is about representing things as they are. In this context of science curriculum, this means constructing on variable scientific facts and using empirical evidence to teach concepts. For example, when we study the solar system, we use the telescope and data get from space expedition. This approach allows students to see and understand the actual condition and phenomena in space, fostering a deeper appreciation for scientific inquiry and the natural world. The next is we have the pragmatism, which focuses on practical and useful of knowledge. This philosophy emphasizes learning that can be applied to the real world situation and problems. In our curriculum, we emphasize the practical use of scientific knowledge. For instance, students might create water purification system to understand principles of chemistry. The third one is a philosophy is the belief in valuing human potential and dignity. This philosophy ensures moral and ethical in thinking, encourages students the broad implication of scientific advancements. For example, the effect of artificial intelligence by technology on society. Discussion on this topic helps students understand integral dimension scientific progress and the importance of respecting human dignity and potential. By doing so, we prepare them to make informed and conscious decisions in the future. That's all from me. Then I send to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Nurfata Azwa and I want to present about psychological integration. Psychological integration is a key concept in psychology and neuroscience that refers to the process of combining various aspects of a person's experience, emotion and thought into a unified self. This concept is very important to understand mental health because it involves the integration of different parts of the soul to form a harmonious soul. Integrating Tyler's strategies for structuring learning experience with Piaget's cognitive development theory and Dewey's educational experience create a robust framework from curriculum design. First, continuity. Ensure key concepts and skills are reviewed and reinforced throughout the curriculum. Continuous opportunities for reinforcement training should be provided to strengthen understanding and mastery of skill. For example, in the science curriculum, introduce the scientific method early and review it, increasing complex experiment and project across grade level. Second is sequence. Gradual understanding, structure learning experience so they can build on existing knowledge that will become increasingly complex by ensuring basic concepts are mastered before introduce more advanced topic. For example, in science subject, experience microscopy to observe cell, weather station project, simple chemical experiment. For physical science, which is introduction to atoms and molecule basic chemical reaction. Next, integration. Design the curriculum to show the connection between different subjects and terms. Uses an interdisciplinary approach to teach concepts, emphasizing they are delivered across multiple fields. For example, students can work on projects to research the effect of climate change on their local environment, create models, and present their findings. Next is sociological integration, which is society consists of individuals with various culture, belief, values, language, religion, and social structure as we know it. The integration of sociology can deepen the curriculum by addressing how social factors affect learning and by fostering critical thinking about societal issues. Tailor strategy for social integration, which is first, continuity. To effectively integrate sociological terms in the curriculum, it is important to revisit this concept throughout the student educational journey. This ensures deeper understanding and retention of key ideas as students progress through different grades. For example, of sociology integration, which is socialization, introduce the concept of socialization in early grades and revisit it increasingly complex context in high grades, such as examining how family, school, and media influence social norms. Next sequence, organizing learning experience so that each one build an existing knowledge, allowing students to deepen their understanding over time. This method enhance critical thinking and analytic skill, preparing students to navigate and contribute to an increasing complex world. For integration, this method enhances critical thinking and analytic skills, preparing students to navigate and contribute to an increasing complex world, which is assimilation. This strategy involves minority groups adopting the culture norms and practice of the dominant group in society. Accommodation, this strategy suggests that both minority and majority groups adapt their culture practice to peacefully while maintaining their distinct identities. Separation, this strategy supports different groups living separately from each other, often maintaining their own cultural practice and identities. Last but not least, cultural pluralism. Also known as multiculturalism, this strategy promotes the coexistence of different culture groups in society while maintaining their distinct identities and practice. Last, for conclusion, the Kssm Dskp conclusion for the Form 3 Science curriculum usually summarize the overall learning goals, objective, and expected outcome for students at this grade level. It may emphasize the importance of developing scientific literacy, critical thinking skill, and inquiry basic learning method among students. As students progress, the basic knowledge and skills acquired in Form 3 will be a stepping stone from advanced studies in science and related fields. The curriculum aims to inspire a lifelong interest in science, fostering curiosity and a commitment to learning that will benefit students in their future endeavors. By achieving this objective, the Form 3 Science curriculum contributes to the holistic development of students, preparing them to face the challenges of the 22nd century with confidence and competence. That's all from our group. Thank you.